Mm-mm.
Forgive me if I'm distant. I'm trying to let go, but I'm holding on. I'm holding on. I'm torn between illusion, between my body and mind. We'll be alone tonight, alone tonight. But I can't hide anymore. But I can't lie to my soul. I was hoping for an angel to come with a sunrise, to come and hold me and to protect me, so I won't feel so lonely. If you show me you love me, oh, I want you to hold me and never let go. Surprise me with one moment of pleasure, and you hold me tight forever and ever. Take me to forbidden places, make me distract me with your innocent smile. Like a child, you corrupt my heart and your mind with only one moment of pleasure, and you hold me tight forever and ever. Take me to forbidden places, make me yours, make me yours. Make me yours. Make me yours, make me yours. Ooh, make me yours.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe, and that was amazing.
Thank you.
Simply amazing. And welcome, welcome, welcome to a cold Monday morning in beautiful South Florida. Welcome to our friends in New York, South Beach, Florida. From here to the Arctic Circle, which is right outside
It
New
is
York.
so not that cold here.
It is freezing out here. When I got up, it was 38 degrees. I figured I was back in New York. It was craziness.
Beautiful music of Aileen Leave. You want to get that, Freddie?
Absolutely not.
Aileen Leave. If you go to Facebook, you can find her on Aileen Love. That was absolutely unbelievable. All of her music you can find on Spotify. You can find her on YouTube. You can find her everywhere, either under Aileen Leave, Leeve, or Love.
Aileen, and did they call you Aileen?
Yes, it's Aline.
Aileen.
Yes.
And where are you from, Aileen?
Well, I was born in Uzbekistan.
Where?
Uzbekistan.
Uzbekistan.
What is that?
And not in Florida.
It's definitely not here. And I grew up in Israel.
Ah.
Recently moved from New York.
That's the accent that I hear.
I think my accent is probably mixed with multi countries.
Really? How long have you been singing?
Oh, I think I was singing before I start talking.
Really?
Yeah.
And you know, your English is pretty good. You've been in Florida a long time?
Her English is fantastic.
Because my English stinks. I mean, you're actually better than me. I'm supposed to speak English. And she's
Her
from
English
other
is
countries.
fine and
well,
beautiful.
Florida, I've been in with, I think, a year, yeah, and I recently moved from New York. Been there for over a decade.
And you were singing up there as well?
Yes.
Pretty nice. Now, we were fortunate enough on Friday when we were here.
We're here at the one-man show of Ken Bieberman, whose artwork they did not replace behind us. So hopefully they're going to replace our set. So it's a little changed up today. It's a little white behind me today.
A little light.
It's a little late for me today, but all right, we're going to get that changed. And we had some great guests, and Aline, I'm going to get her name right. Aline. I will keep on calling her Aileen.
I'm going to call her A.
Was here and she came in and Freddie said,
Ali if it's much easier, so that's okay too. Aline, leave is the right way, but I'm already used to that people just hard to pronounce.
Can I call you Madam A?
we can do Allie, that works
Call
too.
me redhead.
Redhead, Allie.
I saw somebody said redhead. They call you redhead.
You can call me
Oh,
redhead,
fine.
which is definitely me.
Oh, redhead works.
So we were here Friday night at the Heart of Del Rey, and Ken Bieberman had a great show. He had some really new guests that we hadn't seen here in the gallery before.
That's right. There was a lot of new guests that we hadn't seen. That party was going. I left around 8 o'clock, and the party I heard was till 11:30.
Really?
Wow.
That's what I heard. There was a lot of people here.
How was your weekend? Happy Monday.
I went to the movies.
Of course you did.
I saw Glass.
And? No good?
Do not watch that movie. No, it's horrible.
I went to see On the Basis of Sex.
How is The Basis of Sex doing today?
It was really good. It was very inspiring. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, talk about women empowerment.
Ruth
Bader Ginsburg,
That's like
first
three
woman
people in
on
one.
the Supreme Court.
Ah,
Yes.
she's still there?
Yes, she is, as a matter of fact.
Isn't
You were
that
there
the
for
one
life.
that had the lung problems?
You were there for life. She's 85, I think she is right now. Pretty remarkable woman to go to Harvard Law School as a woman in the 1950s. Unbelievable.
She came drunk to the Obama
I doubt it.
the speech of the nation.
I doubt that.
No, she wasn't. She fell asleep sitting. She was
I-
like this.
Maybe because she's 80-something.
She could sleep all she wants. She's
I'm
80
just
something.
saying, what a remarkable movie and a remarkable empowered woman. You talk about changing the gender basis. I don't want to say what, because that was a whole thing in the brief that the word sex was brought up so many times. It's gender and gender versus race. Great movie. I'm just saying you
Supreme
should go
Court
take a look
gender?
at it.
Supreme Court gender?
Well, no, when you're looking at things in our government and rules, and they say on the basis of sex being male versus female, and it's really not sex, it's really gender, and it's a matter of semantics of what word gets put into these briefs. Things you don't think about. You never think about them, so I know that.
What government? What are you
Ours.
talking about? What government?
Ours.
What government?
Just saying, so on the basis of gender.
I wish that the biggest problem we had was about sex on the government. Well, I shouldn't say that either.
Gender.
Because God only knows. That's
Gender
the only thing that's left.
specific. But it's interesting. It's an interesting movie and how things have changed and the times have changed. So go take a look.
Now, I have to give some kudos before we get on to our guests and everything else because Dylan won. The Patriots, congratulations. They actually dominated the Kansas City Chiefs. I thought they were playing with them, but they broke my heart there and they won. And they stamped approval. The other game, I don't want to talk about because
You lost that one too.
New Orleans, you was robbed. That's all I can say. And I am really, 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 really embarrassed with
You don't
the
think
NFL.
they were? You think it was a good
absolutely.
game?
If you look at the Sentinel in New Orleans, they have a big picture of the pass interference, and it says we was robbed. And you know something? They are 100% correct. That was just how.
There's a lot of bad calls.
How can 11 refs miss one call, and it costs the game? I don't want to listen. Congratulations to the Los Angeles Rams. My son will tell me I told you so because it's the only thing he got right all weekend. And he was right. And we're going to have the Patriots against the Rams Super Bowl in this.
Super Bowl
Who are you
miss.
going to go for? Who are you going for? Come on.
The
I got to say the Rams.
The Rams.
Okay, so I am going for the
Of
Patriots.
course you are. I told you I always go against Freddie.
Only man in the history of the NFL that's going to win 6 Super Bowl rings will be Mr. Brady, and then he's going to retire.
Well, he
But-
deserves that, though.
Probably
He
true,
does.
yeah.
He deserves that, but I'm got to do
And
the
that
Rams.
whole organization, they just don't know how to lose. That's what it comes down to. And you know what? And I hate the Yankees too because they were like the best. But I'd rather stick myself with a winner than a loser. Listen, I'm a Jets fan for 50 years. God help me.
And a Met fan?
And a Met fan.
Okay.
Another loser.
Maybe this year. A little
But you know
better.
something? Sometimes you gotta hug. I don't know.
Hug a tree?
No, you gotta hug the ugly ones, but that's okay. We're gonna move on. I knew you were gonna get back. All right. So what do we got cooking? We got music here. We're gonna get a little bit about the song that you wrote and everything else. What else you got cooking here? We got guests.
We've got guests. We haven't seen some friends in a long time. We've
been
got
almost a
Mary.
year.
Town.
Has
Are
it
you
been
back
a
in
year?
town?
Back in town for about 3 months now.
We have Mary back
happy to
with
be
us,
back.
and Ariel, what a beautiful day for you to come. You know, Allie, she was very inspired. I was watching her face while you were singing, which is really amazing because Ariel likes to sing as well.
Yep,
Yes?
Yep.
I really do.
And she was like staring, like.
I know, she was
Did you like
mesmerized.
Did you like Allie singing?
Yes.
So apparently she woke up this morning and said, Nana, we're going to the gallery today, and here they are.
I love this kid. This kid says we're going here, here, and
And
here.
Nana says, okay.
That's it. I said, it's your day. We
Yep.
do what you want to do. And so we were here right away.
That's right, there's no school today. Today is Martin Luther King Day.
Yes.
You must tribute that.
Absolutely. Today is, you know, with all the craziness going on in our country, we should sit down and reflect because a man of peace he was, and he died violently. And what's happening in this country right now, I'm going to tell you, you better wake up because the ugly's coming and you ain't got no one to blame but yourself because you're going to sit there like an idiot and do nothing about it.
And you wonder why Twitch cuts us up.
Oh, listen, that's right. Twitch, over the weekend. We got more fans on Twitch. Where's
Apparently they like
Sopranos.
Freddie's sound bites more on Twitch.
Sopranos. I didn't know that on Twitch you're able to cut up the show. So there's something ridiculous like, you know, that I say.
Like that.
They cut it and they put their names to it. So somebody called from Twitch, 2 people, say that we're not going to be in the finals. And that had to do with that stupid show. What's it called? Not Brothers, but the other, The Bachelorette. Or The Bachelor. One or the other.
Why were you talking about being in the finals on The
They
Bachelorette?
called into the radio station and says, "Oh, this show's so good, it's going to be a finals in the Bachelorette." And then the other guy calls and says, "I'm sorry, you guys are funny, but you're not that good. You're not going to be in the finals." And you and I didn't know what
We
we were
have no
talking
idea
about.
what they were talking about, I guess, until they watched the comments on Twitch and found out that they cut up what Freddie says.
That's right. They cut it with Freddie said. And now,
It's probably me, but since I don't know how to find Twitch, he's sugarcoating it for me, so I don't even know.
you know how to find Twitch.
How do you find Twitch?
You got an app on your phone.
Do you?
Yes.
And you go to the Brooklyn Cafe TV on Twitch.
Yes.
And they cut it up.
Yes.
There you have it.
And then Gio said that he's more than happy to sit with Gen G and we could do a techie show.
Tomorrow.
Cool.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, he and Gen G are going to sit together, and we're all going to be in our
Tomorrow?
winter coats.
Tomorrow?
Hey,
It's going
Dylan.
to be colder tomorrow?
No,
No.
it's going.
No, it's gonna.
Tomorrow we're on location, actually, if our crew wants to go still, at the Lakeside Anchor Inn in Lantana. So we're
Well, that's
supposed
up
to
to
be there
Dylan.
tomorrow.
Dylan has the board tomorrow. He's the control freak.
Dylan, you want to go on location tomorrow?
I'm available if you want to go.
It might be a little
it's
chilly.
it's your crew. What are you talking
Yes, we're going.
Yes, we're going.
The Anchor Inn.
All
Anchor
right.
Inn.
Tomorrow we're going to be live on location
Anchor
at the
Inn.
Lakeside Anchor
By the
Inn.
water.
Dylan has spoken, and he is wearing his Patriot shirt, Freddie.
about? Congratulations, Dylan. You just missed the tribute that I gave you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Congratulations. I'm happy that your boys won. Now, across the street, you better look both ways because I'm coming for you.
So we will be there tomorrow on location at the Lakeside Anchor Inn. We've got Lorna Day's going to be there with us with the FOOK
Really?
book. Uh-huh.
Are you hooked this whole thing up?
Yes.
Oh, I
And
didn't know
because we have Ariel with us, those who know how to spell, we're going to have the FOOK book with us. We're now a family show.
What are you talking
At 12
about?
o'clock.
I don't know how to spell.
Oh my gosh, what's going to happen when your grandchild understands what you say?
I don't even understand what I
There
say.
you go,
There you
exactly.
go.
And JoJo's going to be with us, and I don't know who else is going to come, so come on down and join us. I think we've got the Miracle
Dawn.
League of Palm Beach County coming tomorrow as well.
No one's coming.
Why?
You watch. No one's coming.
Okay.
Watch what's
Then you
coming.
get a free copy of my book.
That's
All
right.
right, then we're going to sit and read Gary's book tomorrow.
Let's introduce Gary.
Because
There's worse things to do.
we've got Gary Greenberg with us of No One Is Coming.
Right, that's the name of the book. Gary, tell us the name of your book.
Name of the book is No One Is Coming, Find Your Power and Self-Motivation.
And Gary comes to us through Susan Warline. And Susan, we hope you're feeling better. Susan had
Yes,
an
we do,
incident with a
Susan.
spider over the weekend.
Your
And the
mother
spider,
was bit
I
by a
think,
spider?
won.
Yeah.
And you didn't say nothing?
Inside of her nose.
You're
Oh my
Susan's
God.
daughter. Hello there.
Inside
Nice to
her
meet you.
nose.
Inside of her nose.
And outside.
I will show you
Yes.
the pictures, and so Susan apologizes for not
How
being
in
here.
the world does a spider get in your nose?
Not really sure.
How'd that happen?
Maybe when she was sleeping?
Yeah, sleep.
There's a nest in her nose? But she said it's a nest in her nose.
In the house, probably.
We had our house cleaned. Oh, is it on? Okay.
Yeah.
We had our house cleaned. We don't know if like maybe there was a nest and the cleaning lady like
Stirred it up.
Just stirred it up?
Yeah, disturbed it or yeah. So we have no idea.
In Puerto Rico, my father has nests all over the house. And they, in Spanish, they're called pelusa because they're, what's the name of the spider that eats its mate after they mate? Tarantula. So the house is full of tarantulas.
Oh my
Excuse
God.
me?
Tarantulas.
Your father's house is full of tarantulas,
Yeah.
and you going there next month.
Yes.
Are you crazy?
Yes, they're very big. And the funny thing is that a tarantula, when it feels threatened and it's on the ceiling, will jump down. So my father says to me, Fred, hey, don't come upstairs and don't look up. And I, of course, I look up and I see the nest. I go, Dad, are you serious? But Linda's very good at killing them. She's an expert marksman. So we have to take Linda to your house and kill all the spiders.
I shall remain silent on the
So, Susan,
tarantula
feel
killing
better.
situation.
This is a tarantula.
Yes,
Yes.
Susan, please
They're
feel
furry.
better because
And they
Flying for
only
Hope
bite if they're intimidated.
has a big gala coming up in a few weeks. So, Susan, speedy recovery to you, and thank you for sending Gary our way. Gary, tell us about No One Is Coming.
Okay. Well, first I want to thank Dawn and Freddie for having me here and for the kind introduction. And to take it one step further, I was born and bred in the borough of Brooklyn, Sheepshead Bay to be exact. I am Gary Greenberg, founder of Self-Motivation Incorporated and published author of No One Is Coming, Find Your Power in Self-Motivation, which is available on Amazon and my website, www.garymotivates.com. I moved here from where else, New York, about 5 years ago and began this journey into the field of motivation. About 4 years ago, after 3 decades of being an entrepreneur and a sales trainer, I started this journey. What I do is help people help themselves through my 10 principles of self-motivation, which are the 10 chapters, the 10 steps in my book.
So, you went from being a salesman to
An entrepreneur.
Entre-
I had a lot of businesses, but isn't everybody a salesperson?
only if you're from New York. And
Only
it seems
from-
to be,
Yes.
Freddie's had 5,287 jobs.
88.
88.
Thank
There you go.
Okay. I started, closed, opened 12 different companies over a 30-year period, okay?
All different fields.
All different
did
fields.
you
From the
own
food
it?
business,
Oh, so me too.
okay? From the bagel business to the pizza
Never did
business,
bagels.
okay?
Tried pizza.
To all different fields. But the key here in self-motivation is if it's sustained on a daily basis, it will help you reach your goals. It will help you accomplish more. And eventually, most importantly, is you will become the master of your life, of your own life, and become the person you were always meant to be.
So, consistency.
Yes,
And-
sustained consistency. Actually, my first public motivational talk here in Florida when I started this journey 3.5 years ago, when I was 63 already, was titled, It's Never Too Late to Become the Person You Are Meant to Be.
That's funny. I just
Okay.
said that this morning. And because someone said to me, well, look how old I am, and this hasn't happened in my life yet. And I said, really? Because I didn't find where I am until I was 48 years old. And they said, does that mean I have to wait till I'm 40? And I said, no, it just means that who makes the timeline, right? It's
There-
never
there-
too late to write your story and to keep going. Look at this one, Freddie.
Right.
Face your fears.
As they
Use
say,
patience.
yes. You know what the golfers
Those
say?
are all the elements, yes.
What the golfers say is until you're on the other side of the grass, it's never too late.
But Gary, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Because this is a loaded subject matter,
Yes.
especially in what's going on around us today. And
Mm-hmm.
forget about that for a second, but I'm more concerned about our youth. I'm more concerned
Same
about
here.
millennials. I'm more concerned
I
about...
agree with you.
Because, you know, I did read The Fall of Rome, the book.
Okay.
And the Roman Empire went down into the toilet because they forgot about their youth.
Mm-hmm.
And they were only living in the present. Is it finding your motivation and then consistency, or finding consistency to find your motivation?
Now, first, what it is understanding that one has to believe in themselves, okay? And that in the long and the short of it, no one really is coming to help you, okay? You have to find it inside, because outside motivation doesn't work. From the greats of the field of motivation, if you want to go from Tony Robbins on down, who's great, okay? No outside person can help you. You might get inspired for a few minutes, for a few days, but it's like a drug, it wears off. So the only thing that will help you achieve your goals and move forward with your life is finding that intrinsic, that internal motivation. And, you know, that's what my book is all about.
And how long ago did you write the book?
I wrote the book about a year ago. It was published in the last year.
Did you write books before this?
No. This was my first
So
book.
what inspired you to write?
Very simply, like I said, about 3.5 years ago, I started this journey. I had an epiphany. I moved down to Florida about 5 years ago to help take care of my mom and my brother who was going through a divorce. And I decided, what do I do next? I still have a destiny to pursue, and everybody has a destiny to pursue. And I said, how can I give back a bit of all these things I've learned? So it took about a year of self-reflection, self-introspection, self-examination, and you need to do that. You need to think. You need to use your mind. And I had an epiphany one night that I was going to be a motivational speaker.
And it happened.
Okay, and
Do you
it
feel-
didn't happen overnight.
But do you feel accomplished? I know
Do I
you
feel-
haven't. I know you're not done, but do you feel that you
Far
have-
from done, because none of us are ever done. Even when you're done, there's another mountain to
I
climb.
like it.
I know. I think we
Okay.
have to find motivation from within, but I certainly think it's our team and those people that we align ourselves with that help keep us going. So I
Oh,
certainly think
yes.
it comes from the outside also. Now, Freddie can't pick me up and expect me to continue on my way if I don't believe in myself. But I certainly need all of the people around me, all my producers and my family and friends and Mary and Freddie and all the angels that come that I align with to keep me going on the
Dawn,
outside.
you are so right, because one of the keys of any successful company or any successful person is that mastermind alliance with others. Nobody can do it on their own. So you are 100%
But then
correct.
I have a different question.
Sure.
And I'm going to open this up to everybody. But people sometimes, I had an interesting conversation this morning with somebody on the phone, and that person is looking to inspire other people.
Okay.
She's looking to make their life worth living.
Mm-hmm.
My question is, and this is a little delicate, do we have to look for that? Shouldn't that occur if we truly hold in our hands that we truly believe in ourselves? Isn't that going and consistently now, not inconsistently or doing it whenever it's convenient?
Well, doing it is broad. It's what you do to achieve sustained self-motivation over a period of time.
But should we look for that
It's
to
an
help?
evolution, not a revolution.
Okay, but should we look to help people in that direction, or does it happen automatically when you really believe in yourself?
Well, when you really believe in yourself, more and more is going to happen, because each day you're going to move forward and you're going to feel better about yourself, and you'll start reaching your goals, and then you'll go for more goals, and it goes onward. The cycle, that little snowball, which when was the last time you saw a snowball?
Probably when I was
Am I
about
freezing?
5.
Okay.
So
that
Ren-
little snowball becomes bigger and bigger.
So, Ren, I
Okay.
want to ask you, because what motivate you see, you have an advantage among those of us who can't sing. Because you get inspired, you sing it. I mean, those are God's words. I was told once by my grandmother that God sings. That's what music is all about. Motivational about you, does it consistently make it that you are motivated about yourself?
Not necessarily. I mean, I do have to have certain joy or pain
To be able to sing?
express something. I mean, it doesn't go like, oh, today I'm gonna write a song. Usually it doesn't go like this unless I have to, unless I say, force as a project to say, you know, today you gotta do this, this, and that for a certain reason. But as I do it, I have to feel it. Like one day I can walk in the street and I get inspired from a sun, or I can inspire from the wind, and then all of a sudden 30 minutes later I have a song. Sometimes the song can be like a couple of days, and sometimes for a year I don't have an inspiration at all.
Interesting. It's
Yeah,
interesting
that
because there are people who collaborate music with artists that can't sing, right? I mean, they can't sing, they can't play anything, and then they sit down to somebody who can, and all of a sudden that person's words go through you. And that's one of the feels I get with you, that you can do so much for so many who can't sing. which is kind of strange that you're here today.
Want to have her take us to commercial?
Perfect symmetry.
I love that.
Because it all is.
All right, so let's do this.
So, anyway, just to continue a little bit.
Okay, hold on, thought we have to go to commercial break.
Let's go A2 and A4, just on the spot, turn everything off, and then you break into the commercial. So you want to take us to a little music?
Sure.
Okay, A2 and A4. And turn out the other mics. And we're on it.
Invitations, no more wrong directions. Get it on and move on. Close your eyes and imagine paradise all around you. You can run to the stars. Just hold my hand, I'll lead you right. You're never your heartbeat goes on until you decide whoever you are, until you wake up, no 150. No more invitations, no more wrong directions. Get it on and move on. Close your eyes and imagine paradise all around you. You can run to the stars. Just hold my hand, I'll lead you right. You're never alone, I'm always behind. The music will play as much as you want. The rhythm won't stop. Your heartbeat goes on until you decide wherever you are, until you wake up.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself, give yourself the chance to be heard, and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800.
Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a Cruise Planners travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true. At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405 9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or carmencarelaser.com.
And we're back.
And we're what?
Off to the races.
Michelle, it's a little white back here. I think we need to.
I was just discussing that.
I think
And
we
over
need to
there, some
pump it up.
color. Because you got influence.
You got some influence around here on our set.
I do. I'm going to take care of it.
Thank you.
This conversation has already taken place about 20 minutes ago.
Excellent.
That's why I'm here.
Kind of
Excellent.
looking.
You're
You know, I
looking-
didn't think much about it on the other side, but now I look at it from this side. I'm
Right.
thinking it's a little white behind me.
Hey, Sopranos.
Thank you very much.
Hey, Sopranos.
We had two magnificent pieces hanging here by Ken Bieberman, and they took them off on Friday and said they'll be right back. Something will be
No,
right
he
back.
didn't say that.
No, Michelle did.
No, Michelle said that they need it for the show.
Michelle, we're leveraging it because we've got Jay here with us. See, Jay, how that works?
See that?
Jay, she's so mean to me, Jay. She is so mean to me. She makes me cry every day. And the book, I gotta read the book.
He was saged on Friday.
I was saged. I have asthma. They asthmaed me. She saged me so I wouldn't complain to you. Just to let you know.
You need an atomizer.
I actually have him, but no, she really had the sage right in
Soprano.
front of Freddie.
Hey, Mara, get on camera 3 because I want to introduce our guest over here, our new intern. And let's put it on our new intern and so we can say hello.
She looks terrified.
Good. Let's go to 3. There you go. And you are, what is your name?
Hi, I'm Teddy.
Teddy.
Hello.
Teddy.
Teddy. See, I can remember that name.
Remember
Not-
Teddy?
No.
You know, it's a full-time job what we do here, weekends and everything. My husband says, you're calling people over the weekends? What if they don't answer the phone? I said, then they'll either call me back or
Or you
they
leave a
miss their
message.
opportunity. What am I going to do? It has got to really work around my schedule, right?
It's
And
actually,
she did.
I went 2 for 2 over the weekend
That's
making a
good.
phone call, but then I had to watch the games. So Teddy, welcome. And
you.
and you've been a little bit involved in production, yes?
Yes.
And what do you think of our little?
Studio?
I think it's super fun. I think it's super cool that it's in like the art gallery. I think it's super cool with the live guests, and I've never done radio stuff before, so I think it's really awesome.
Well, the radio part is going to happen in about 20 minutes, but this is just the warm up and the music and everything
Still
else.
really awesome.
We're trying to change it up a little bit for the 2019 year. Yes, a little bit different. And welcome aboard.
Thank you.
And you know, always chime in and you can always talk. All right, now I want to talk a little bit to our artists over here. Let's go back on 3. I wanted to ask you your inspiration for these songs that you've so eloquently sang for us today.
Well, you know, as most of the artists do, either from heartaches, from heartbroken, from life experiences, from just life in general. And one of my friends once told me I was crying and depressed and heartbroken and was telling this girl and this friend and then she said, you know, just instead of fixating on the pain and feel sorry for yourself, take this and create something beautiful.
And sing.
And that's what I've been doing since.
I love it. So every time that you get heartbroken, the best music comes out.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's happened very
It's a
often.
formula.
Yeah.
It's a formula.
There was another artist that I used to ask her, "Are you in love?"
Jesse Campo, all the time. You
And
would
she
do that
said
to her.
yes. I said, ah.
He goes, when you break up, come back, because then you'll have some more hit music.
Yeah, so that's just what happens, and I noticed that like the most beautiful, powerful songs that are really good usually happen from the most pain and the heartbreak. That you cannot just sit and like, oh, life is great, and let's just do something.
So when
fun.
you're in love, do you do good music?
Say it again.
When you're in love, do you?
When I'm in love, yes.
But it's not as good as the heartbreak.
But I think that when I'm mostly heartbroken, that's what the most.
Really?
Yes.
So we're going to keep you depressed
Yes,
all your life.
and I don't know, for some reason it just comes back to me, and then it's just a sign that I should just be heartbroken and create more.
Look at Dan in the back.
It's just
Look
how
at
it is.
See, the title applies to her. If no one was humming,
and,
there you go.
The book that he actually is talking about, I can really relate to it.
Yeah, but I don't want you to read it.
What about the
And
book
I-
can you
I-
relate
I wanted
to?
to read it.
No, because you should get happy.
Well, what about the book and that he talked about can you relate to?
Well, he said no one is coming. That he was younger. Like always expect that someone will give you, someone will take, someone will help, and then the older you get, you understand that no one is ever coming to give you or help you or you
Or
just have
save
to
you.
Save you. Yeah, the white prince on a white horse or anything else like that. You just have to go and get it.
See, I believe in the white
Yeah.
prince and the white horse.
Well, I think
That's fine.
I think that it goes both ways. I think that at the end of the day, you have to be there for yourself. I think once that you claim yourself, you begin to believe in your own abilities. You begin to envision a better life, and as you envision it, and you step into the power of who you can be, instead of stay in the power of where you are now, we begin to manifest. The universe will create princes on white horses, but we have to know exactly what our prince has to look like, right?
Tiffany, how do you feel?
The manifestation.
How,
Who's
how do you
Tiffany?
feel about
Teddy?
that? I mean, Teddy.
I thought you could remember her name.
I can't
And now
remember
she's
the
That's
name.
what I
Tiffany.
was just saying
Tiffany,
about
Teddy.
the power of
Just
manifestation.
a T name. At some point, you'll get it.
How do you feel about this conversation?
I definitely think the manifestation, I think if you put the power into the universe, if you say it out loud, if you say you want, kind of like the mantra of saying in the mirror, like, I love myself, I'm the best, I can do this, then eventually it's going to be true. Because if you keep saying it, it's going to happen. If you keep saying, you know, I want this job, I'm going to get this job, you're going to motivate yourself to do it, like you were saying
Well,
in your book.
yes,
And
you
you
have a
have
very
to
good
saying
point.
is
But the
one.
main thing
Yeah.
to that
But
point,
doing.
I'm sorry, what was the first name again?
I have no
Teddy.
idea.
Teddy, how could we forget? Do you know that the teddy bear was named after Teddy Roosevelt?
Right.
Okay. Anyway, what you're saying is true, but until you apply action to it, it's not.
Very
It's
true,
one
yeah.
thing just to think about it, which is great, but thinking without action applied to it will accomplish nothing. Now, for all of you lucky people here in South Florida, I will be presenting a free workshop in self-motivation titled The Power of One, which will be held a week from Thursday night on January 31st, okay, at the Duncan Conference Center in Delray Beach from 6 to 7:30. Now, do you know what the definition of the power of one is? It is the belief. It is above all things, the belief in yourself. Now, Freddie brought up something which I think we should take a moment on, and that today is a special day. And today we are celebrating Martin Luther King, a real hero's birthday, okay? Who epitomized the power of one, and whose speech on that hot day in August 28th, 1963, I Have a Dream, is considered one of the great speeches in American history. That is what we all need. We need to find a dream, a passion, a purpose, a vision of what life could be. But you know something? A dream's no good without goals, without any goals. Because without goals, one is just like a ship without a rudder. You're just lost at sea, floating around with no direction. You know something interesting I've learned? Do you know that the brain, our brain, which has been the same brain for 200,000 years, whether it's Da Vinci's, Einstein, mine, yours, or anybody's here, it's the same brain, is like a shark. And what is a shark? A shark is just an eating machine, an eating mechanism that must move forward or die. Well, our brain is a goal-seeking mechanism.
Aline,
And-
let me ask,
Yeah.
what do you think? What keeps you going? Because you've moved a few times in your life and you've made big changes. And
Right.
now here you are in this
I-
paradise, right?
Yes, and actually, what brought me to Florida, I needed a new inspiration.
Really?
Yes,
A new breakup. No, I'm kidding.
The environment
I thought
impacted you.
I was living in New York for over a decade, and I was inspired and with creating, and then I just was thinking, you know what? I need something new, a new chapter, new beginning, and I was just left everything behind and.
You know, one of the things that I like about this conversation is that you come to the realization, whether you pick it or not, that you have choice. You know, you can actually make a difference if you decide you had enough, or you have an epiphany, or you had a dream, or you whatever, but you have a choice. And you're going to take now advantage of that choice for the positive you. Now, I wanted to ask, Gary, a lot of the things you're talking about, well, what do you do when the challenges in life creep up on you?
Okay, well, that now is chapter 8, which is called Hitting
There
the
is a
Curve.
chapter.
Okay, which is called Hitting the Curveball, which means dealing with the unexpected. Okay?
Yes, which sometimes is louder than the expected.
Okay, but there are certain ways to deal with the unexpected, and the best thing to do, my suggestion is immediately think of what's the worst case scenario. See,
For yourself?
No,
Or
for
someone?
anybody who runs into an unexpected situation, whether it's family, friends, co-workers, or whatever it may be.
A slow death.
Okay, is what's the worst that can happen?
A slow death.
Excuse me?
A slow death.
Not at that moment something unexpected happened. You had a flat tire. You're not going to make the meeting. As simple as that.
Okay, but that's
Okay?
not the worst.
No.
The worst
no.
is they give you
No,
bad
what's the
news.
worst? No.
The worst,
what's
you can
the
lose your
worst
voice.
situation? What's the worst
What's the
consequence?
worst? Right, you lose your voice, right?
You can use- this is probably the
Metaphorically,
worst.
or the real thing.
No.
Yeah.
Then you write
You have
music.
to think what
That
you do next
happened to
now.
me. That
Yeah.
happened to
But then you write music. You
Well,
see,
what
there is-
happens-
you can always change.
and then you
something.
adjust.
Of course.
Like
you gotta
Freddie
have
knows.
to adjust to something new.
creativity.
The great coaches make their adjustments at halftime, right?
They're the best.
That's
The best. That's
what
what-
makes Belichick, you
That's
know?
right. He can make adjustments on the fly.
And Mary,
Yes.
what have you been up to? This is a whole lot of what you do.
You do.
do a lot of the outside and branding.
And the inside. So if the internal message that someone has and the gift and the mission statement that they want to bring forward in the world matches the outside, then I would know that you can help me. By everything
Okay.
that you are, everything
Yes.
that you say, everything that I see about you, the colors you wear, and that nonverbal connection, that ability to achieve rapport, to be relatable, you know, and to feel truthful and reliable. That's what a brand does, and that's how we come together in that. And I think that you're absolutely true about. You're right about finding what is that internal motivation, what inspires you, Ariel, what inspires you?
What inspires you is yourself, and it's all because you had to,
Talk there.
you had to,
You got to be you.
you had to be you forever, because it's all about yourself. You can't do anything with yourself. Like, you can't do bad to yourself.
And Mary reads colors, which is really interesting. So Mary, I'm going to put you on the spot.
Okay.
See all these beautiful ladies behind
Yeah.
over here?
Yes, yes, yes.
Now, they may not want their colors red. If any of you want your color red, I don't want to put you on the spot because you have to give concessions. You have to give permission for Mary to do that. So,
do it.
all right, Mara.
Mara, I'm going to throw you
Mara.
a black and blue baseball.
She is awesome. Well, she's very bright. Her chroma is very bright, which means that you are a very intense individual. I don't read auras, so it's a little different. Let me ask you one question. What was your favorite color when you were a little girl?
Purple.
Purple. Purple. High creative. What's your least favorite color?
Orange.
Okay. Interesting. Purples are out there. They have always been, here I am, this is who I am, here I am world, take it or leave it, high creative, and very self-motivated. You know, I think the good news is that you're out there, you have a high spirituality too, high vibration level. The good news is that you have all that, but sometimes the words come out, and then you try to catch them on the way out. And guess what? They're already gone. And sometimes people misunderstand your candor, and all you're doing is being honest and true and blue. But sometimes you have to rework that because people sometimes say, "What'd you just say to me?"
Sometimes.
It's hard to be honest sometimes.
Is that true? Yeah. Purple, purple. Love it.
What did Shakespeare say? To thine own self be true. And that is the key. He knew it 600 years ago, okay? Is you have to be true to yourself. You have to find what you feel best about, where your inner being belongs, because we're all born with a gift. And those gifts can be anything. We're all different. That's what makes the world go around. It's proved by our DNA.
Karen's back there shaking her head.
Right?
You know,
yeah.
So it's for everybody to decide where they feel their skill set, where their gift belongs, and then to take the small steps and pursue it, because then you will be living your dream and living your passion. And the most successful people, the happiest people, are those that do what they love. They're not Monday to Friday and can't wait for the weekend, okay? They're doing it 7 days a week because it is their whole life.
You want your color? Yeah. Karen.
Right, Karen. Hey, Karen. Okay, tell me could you move up a little closer? I can't
And a
see
little
you
closer
that
because you're
far
coming on
away.
set next. There you go.
There you go. Come to the color chair. Sorry, I can't focus that far away.
Thanks, Ashley.
So tell me, what was your favorite color when you were a little girl?
Purple.
Of course. And what do you have on today?
Purple.
Purple.
A version of, yes.
What is your least favorite color?
Probably red.
Red. Okay, very interesting. Because you know, purple is made up of red and blue. So that says to me that somewhere there's some red in there that's been a little suppressed. Red is the chi color. It's the color of take action. So what you're saying about
Right,
thoughts are
that's
thoughts,
why
but
my
unless
book
you
cover is
act, right?
Yes.
So that's the color of action. Blue is the color of loyalty, teamwork, and a little bit of putting yourself behind and letting someone take the credit and providing all the teamwork behind. That seems to me that purple for you is a blend of those two. That's what I'm reading, and that you have that creativity and you have that spirituality, but I think sometimes you hold back a little bit. That would be my reading for you. Is that?
That was right on. In fact, I'll give you a little more information that might help you with that red thing. I'm also a Taurus. So when I see red, it's usually not a good thing, and it takes a long time of blue till I finally get to that red. So.
And you know, the Taurians are, if they're a red Taurian, they're a bull in the china closet is a very good example of what may happen. This little one here is a Taurus.
Yep.
And I'm a Taurus.
I am Taurus because that's when I was born.
And what's your favorite color?
My favorite color is totally purple too.
Oh, but wait a minute.
Awesome.
How about this one?
Well, that too.
She's totally a mermaid.
So pink is the color of love.
Yep.
And so the love people, they love first. And then the world
Well-
happens around them.
Well, yeah, pink is the color of love, and what you have in your heart is all about love. You always have to think about love. It's all about you and your life. It's because all about your life is because all about your love is that you can do your stuff or you can follow your directions.
How
of
would you like your
life.
radio show?
I'm telling you.
And Mary, it's really interesting. If you see Karen's card, I'm looking at it right now. This is Karen's logo.
May he rest in
Right?
peace.
So you look at her colors and her logo, and
There you are.
go.
Karen. Wow. That's
Ariel, may he rest in peace. John Lennon would be proud of you.
Absolutely.
Ariel, that was
All
beautiful.
you need is love.
Thank you. It's my baby.
And Aline, why can't I get your name? Aline.
Red.
Aline.
Allie.
Red.
Allie. We would keep
You
it
have a
simple.
song about
Allie.
love.
Yes. Well, I think for more than one song about love.
Hate and love and breaking up. We gotta decide which is your. You gotta give us a song when you're in love to see, so we can make the comparison.
Okay, so Make Me Yours, the song that I sang, the first one, is about love, and it's
That was
basically
beautiful. That was good.
yeah, trying to let go, but still holding and still trying to maybe hope for something that'll happen, and it's all about love here.
And you're in Florida? Good luck with that.
Get ready, girlfriend. Get ready.
Yeah, get ready,
You
girlfriend.
know what? You're so right about love and all of that, and you have to, you know what? You have to love yourself first before you can love somebody else.
All right,
That's
Gary,
what we
tell
point-
us where we
that's
can
number
find.
one.
Gary,
Who
tell us where we
points
can
that?
find your book, and then Allie will take us out after the show. So tell us where we can get your book, and then you'll take us out for the next show.
The book, very simply, is available on Amazon and my website, www.garymotivates.com. That's where it's available. In a few local bookstores. It's also available at some of my talks, at all of my talks. More important is not so much the book. The book is the tip of the iceberg. What the iceberg is self-motivation, is exercising your mind. You know, people go, you ever been to an LA Fitness and see thousands, hundreds of people? They're exercising their body, and that's great, nothing wrong with it, but they're neglecting the mind. So you have to exercise your mind. And chapters 1 and 2 in the book are read and rethink the way you think. You have to read and think every day, because that's how you exercise your mind, is by reading all types of books, especially books by people who have been successful, who have overcome adversity, who are masters of their field. When I started reading Da Vinci, Einstein, Edison, Rockefeller, Churchill, Eleanor Roosevelt, Helen Keller, Amelia Earhart, I could go on and on. You realize that you can achieve anything you want.
No One Is Coming. Check out the book by Gary Greenberg. And Mary, you have a book out as well.
I do. I have Straight Up with a Twist, which is a relationship book. I divide women by their cocktails. It's very fun.
That's cute. I like that.
And Femme Fierce, Flashes of Courage, which is a very serious but beautiful poetry book.
And Mary is
women.
Where can we find that book?
On Amazon. Both of them are on Amazon.
Remarkable in branding, and
thank you.
A lot of the things that you'll see on our sales package and our coffee bag and our bio came from working with Mary, and a lot of the branding help that she helped us with at the Brooklyn Cafe. And we're glad that you're back from. I'm sorry your season is over, but I'm glad your season is over, because now we get more of you and Ariel to join us on set.
What do you say? Thank you.
You ready to take us out? And tell us where we can find your music before you take us out.
You can find it on iTunes, on Amazon, or YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud, and my website, www.alineleave.com.
Excellent.
All right, stay
All
tuned,
right.
and we'll be back in the second hour.
All right, we'll be right back.
Forgive me if I'm distant. I'm trying to let go, but I'm holding on. I'm holding on. I'm torn between illusion, between my body and mind. We'll be alone tonight, alone tonight. But I can't hide anymore. But I can't lie to my soul. I was hoping for an angel to come with a sunrise, to come and hold me and to protect me, so I won't feel so lonely. If you show me you love me, all I want you to hold me and never let go. Surprise me with one moment of pleasure, and you hold me tight forever and ever. Take me to forbidden places. Make me yours.
this is Steve Kane here, asking you, is there too much month left at the end of your money? Take advantage of a reverse mortgage. If you're 62 years of age or older, you own your own home, you can get the money you need, have no mortgage payment, and live in your home for the rest of your life. Use the money for anything. Vacations, pay off your bills, home repairs. It's your money to do with what you want. Call Emmanuel Saint-Germain on his cell phone, 561-400-7317. 561-400-7317.
Gallbladder problems, gingivitis, a bad back, indigestion, fatigue, low libido, not sleeping well, need to lose weight. Just some of the topics you'll hear about. Hi, I'm Dr. Bob Martin. Join me Sunday mornings at 10 on Talk 1470 WNN.
What you want to know. What you need to know. Talk 1470 WNN.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800.
Are you benefiting from your cup of solitude in the morning? Don't worry, be happy with One Mean Bean CBD coffee in your cup. One Mean Bean is a one-of-a-kind organic CBD-infused coffee available in K-cups with a variety of specialty roasts derived from 19 different countries, many distinct flavors, and now Kentucky bourbon made proudly in Lexington, Kentucky. Your coffee bean dream doesn't stop there. No, with edibles, tropical formulations, and chocolate-covered coffee beans, to name a few. All products are made with only the highest quality CBD gold-pressed oils for maximum health benefits. So live your dream with One Mean Bean and CBD today and fight inflammation, reduce anxiety, and feel your best self. Find us at onemeanbean.com to place your order. For wholesale orders, please contact us at 844-441-4CBD. 100% money back guarantee within the first month if you are not completely satisfied. Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a Cruise Planners travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true.
It's lunchtime, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from Studio A in the heart of Delray Gallery, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free at 888-565-1470 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
I think you wanna come over. Yeah, I heard
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. Welcome to all our friends in LA, San Francisco, Chicago, New
Mara,
York.
can you fix that camera, please?
You know, it's really funny.
How'd the camera move?
Because people are coming in and out. You gotta watch them when they come in and out so they don't break the camera.
How are you doing? I feel much better that I've had color behind me. I'm just saying. Thank you, Michelle, for quickly
But wait a
changing
minute,
our
there's
set.
only one.
You know what? One's better than none. So we start with one, and then we'll get two, and
But there's another nail over there.
we're gonna fix it next and the next time because
So
we
you
had.
know that he's leaving and taking a whole bunch of stuff with him.
Is he?
Yeah, I said to him.
Oh, Ken's leaving.
Yeah.
Bieberman.
Yeah, it's going to Vegas. It's going all
Oh,
over.
good for him. It was a great event he had on Friday
It was
night.
fantastic.
When do you welcome?
Okay, I got buttons coming off of me. What is this?
I don't know. We got buttons. She, her, hers. Inspire Pride. We're going to talk about, we've got motivation, mental health awareness Monday on the set. We got a lot of people in the house. We've got our own in-house musician joining us today. If you missed the first hour, hashtag a replay. Check it out. Freddie still hasn't done his welcome, but we're going to do it a little backwards here today.
I did my welcome.
You can find us at 95.3 FM, 1470 AM, live streaming on social media at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. Michelle quickly changed our backdrop. Ken Bieberman, we have a new spot behind us. I think there's a Statue of Liberty hanging behind me. See it?
Where?
That's the one. Right there.
Oh, yeah.
See Lady Liberty behind me?
Oh, yeah.
We'll
that
probably
was supposed
lower
to
it
be
a
going
little
to
bit.
Vegas.
And
I don't know how she got him to give me that.
Michelle, I don't know how you got that out of Vegas.
It was supposed to be going to Vegas.
It just didn't make the truck. Just
Well,
saying.
the truck is outside.
Maybe that's because we've got these ladies with us and they got a little bit
So
clouded.
what-
I don't know,
now,
but
now, before we get to the ladies and before we get to the singing, well, now I know where they got that whole thing. Okay, I just want the radio station to know that today's singer, this is all her music. It is not cover, it is original. And we've informed Facebook that everything you're about to hear in terms of music belongs to the artist and it doesn't belong to anybody else, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, just saying. And they're all original songs.
Aline or Aline
I don't know her
Love.
name,
You're
but
going
that's
to
what it
love
is.
her music. She's incredibly talented, and we actually met all of our guests on this hour set when we were here Friday night at the
Right.
Ken Bieberman Show.
That's where I know you guys from.
Right. And you gave us coffee.
And I gave you coffee.
That's right. Yes.
And I'm gonna rat out Michelle because she screams at me. I'm glad you're here. Where is she?
She left. We got the whole
We
team
have to do
here.
that
We got
when she comes back in.
we got a new picture hanging behind us. We've got a new producer with us. We've got Teddy joining us. Hopefully, I'm not sure. You know, Teddy's into production and set design and theater design. And I said, how quick can you change a set? She said, pretty quickly, nail hung and all.
So now you can tell us what to do. Teddy, you see that piece up there? I want to glitterize it.
No. I wouldn't.
Why not?
beautiful.
Look at the apple.
She said she
Oh,
would.
the apple's gorgeous.
I want to put glitter on certain parts of it to highlight it. What do you think? No good?
I think it's gonna look like a Charles Pizzino with his little Swarovski crystals everywhere. If you do it right.
Was she speaking English? Charles?
You know who that is?
Who's that?
She's shaking her head.
Who's that?
She looked at her and she thinks,
Look who's in the
someone else who
house.
talks my language.
How'd you sneak in here?
Is your son still here?
How'd you sneak in here?
Is your son still here?
Yeah, Freddie's here.
It's family day at the Brooklyn Cafe
Freddie,
TV,
do you know
so come
Dawn's
on
daughter?
down. They've met before. Hi. Yes, we've got your son, my
How'd she
daughter.
get in here?
She walked right past you.
Did she? She doesn't want to be on the camera.
She does not want to be on camera. We had Ariel with us. You know, it's MLK Day, and again, tribute to Martin Luther King and everything that he has done for our nation and for the world. And I must disagree with our first guest because it takes more than one. Just saying.
Well,
I felt like you on the last hour. You know how you always disagree?
Yes.
And I really tried to hold my tongue as to not, as opposed to where you always say it,
but
but
you know-
I strongly
Dawn.
disagreed with a lot of what he said.
Don't, but sometimes disagreement is good. I happen to agree with some of the things he said.
I know you do, and that's why you and I took a totally different position on that last hour, which is so unlike us.
How you doing?
Normally, I always agree with the yes, and you disagree, and
I can
I found
feel-
myself going,
Why?
No, I agree with what she's saying.
because it takes more than one. Martin Luther King was an incredibly great man, but it took a community to continue his movement.
I think that what he's talking about is that it starts with one, and I agree with that. And I love to have a village. Don't get me wrong. I love it. But I want somebody to step up, and that happens to be one. That's all that I heard. But I love the part where you have choice. When you have choice, you create your own power. Good, bad, or indifferent. 1, 100, 2,000. Man, but you were like seething over here. I'm like, but why?
I know.
We learn from others, right? I mean, they may have 3 different opinions. That's great. Welcome all. There's no right or wrong. At least we're having the conversation.
That's right.
Yes, and it is about self-love, and it's about being true to yourself and loving yourself, and nothing better than from a 5-year-old who says you have to look in the mirror, right, and love yourself and know that you can do this. And her heart is filled with love and pink. You know, if we could stay 5 years old in our mindset and that purity of heart, can you imagine what a great place everything would be?
So is it true that you're born clean, purity of heart? I thought all these bad things happen because you were born that way.
Come on.
Just saying. You
were
see,
born
you know I don't
clean
agree
and
with
purity
that.
of heart. You don't think you're born as a child with purity of heart?
Of course.
Then
Of course.
you do agree. We actually agree on something.
There you go. So now you can smile and be happy. And also today, you didn't do this in the first hour.
No, we did not.
You ladies got your hearts, right? On Friday?
No, you gave him coffee on Friday.
We gave him coffee. We got more gifts. We got gifts for you too.
It's so fun to come
Teddy,
here.
Teddy. You know, you remind me of Tiffany.
You know, Freddie could never remember her name. Suddenly now he has renamed her Tiffany.
Teddy. Now you know why I'm going to remember Teddy?
It reminds me of Freddie.
No, because he said about Theodore Roosevelt. Now I
The
look
teddy
at,
bear.
I see her. it reminds me of Theodore Roosevelt. Don't
And
ask me
she's
how
a
I remember.
barista. Everything you ever wanted for the coffee house, you now have.
And I asked her, do you want coffee? She says, are you kidding me? All right, so you're going to get these out?
Yes,
You want to explain what these are?
These are our Hope Hearts from the Brooklyn Cafe TV, and we say the heart. Have you had one yet? So the heart chooses you. So these were created by the heart painter Evelyn Balin, and every heart has a number. And when you go to brooklyncafe.tv, you register the number, and it's so you can physically hold hope in your hand. And when you find someone who actually needs it to hold it, you can pay it forward, and they can go and register it as well.
And we want to see. We have a map that's going up to show where that number or your number is going to go all over the world. And it's better to have hope in your in your hands than having dice from Atlantic City. That's right.
I guess that was a gift from Dan.
You like this? I'm going to get a drill. I'm going to get a
Want to
drill.
pass them out the other way?
And I'm going to put 2 holes in these, and then I'm going to get a string. I'm going to put it on my mirror. Remember the dice? Huh?
You got dice?
No, dice. Yeah.
You need big fuzzy.
Big fuzzy dice?
I need bigger dice
All right,
than
now we
that.
got to find out what everybody got. What did you get, Karen?
I got pride, or proud,
Proud. Nice.
which is better than pride, I think.
I think it's
Proud.
about the same. Your pride, you have pride in your proud.
You're
in
proud?
your pride, whatever.
Joyce?
I got believe, and I do believe.
You do believe. We just got to get you closer on your mic.
Okay.
There you go.
How's that?
And what did you
Perfect. And Maite?
I got Sparkle Your Sparkle.
Sparkle Your Sparkle.
I like that.
Well, you know, that's pretty close. Because you always, I saw you Friday and today, are you wearing the same smile?
Mm-hmm. I am.
You are. You're always smiling, which is fantastic.
Look at the lineup. See the camera? These ladies, could they be any closer to each other on set?
Let me
I think
see.
they must like each other. Look at that shot. They're friends.
They feel comfortable.
Isn't that nice? Because normally we have the set, right, and everyone stays, but you have all migrated together. I think that's beautiful.
Well, you told us today was all about love.
Today's
said
all
that?
We're spreading it.
I'm glad you gave me the memo that we're coming.
I told Teddy, I told you Friday, you met them on Friday.
You're going to expect me to remember something from Friday? Really?
Chelsea, did you get a heart? Teddy, did you get a heart?
You got a heart?
Nope.
What do you mean, nope?
Aline, you got a heart?
Yes.
What does yours
What's
say?
yours
It's
say?
interesting. It says, be calm.
Be calm.
Are you a calm woman? Are you a calm person?
I try to be.
But are you?
No.
No? You have a lot of passion. Well, that's what most singers have is passion, right?
Do you know, not only is she a singer, she's a realtor with Keller Williams.
You're a realtor too?
Yes.
Holy smokes, you're like a woman of a lot of things.
Talk about your side passion, right? So Keller Williams
Side
is her
gig.
day job.
Uh-huh.
And this is her
night job?
side gig, her side passion, her
How long
side
you-
hustle, as you call it.
How long you been in the real estate game?
About 5 years.
You like it?
I do. It's not boring.
Imagine being real estate in Manhattan, though.
I was Michelle, Freddie's mother was in the real estate game. I was in the mortgage game, but she didn't sell a house. I did. She says, "Oh, look, I got another check." I says, "I know."
Pretty nice. So we're talking Mental Health Awareness Monday, Motivation Monday. We had been doing this segment for a while, and we stopped doing it. And then Friday, it seemed to come back full circle. We met with some ladies right after our show on Friday, and then you ladies came in, and we thought it just seemed to be time in the state of where we sit with our government. Politics aside, people are in a tough spot, right?
Right.
And some of our millennials are in a tough spot. And I know, Joyce, you work with Addiction Recovery and
Right.
Inspire Recovery, and I'm not even really sure how you guys work as a team, but we're going to find out.
Yeah.
So I'm going to let you do the introductions and tell us how you all work together.
Well, Inspire Recovery is a safe place. It's a treatment facility for the LGBTQ plus community to work on their co-occurring disorders, alcoholism, and addiction. And having said that, I've been working in the field for the past 8, 9, 10 years, really 35 if you want to count my previous years up in New York. And working in the field, I've met these wonderful ladies, Karen Rayner, who is an international interventionist.
Interventionist?
Yes.
What's an international interventionist?
Karen?
I guess I'll take it from here. Hi, I'm
I
Karen
had your
Rayner.
card, and I think Mary took it. So
Well, that's good because that's what they're for, to pay them forward and pass them on. An interventionist is really someone who comes in a crisis situation. So when a family or a loved one senses that they don't know what to do, they'll call someone who's a professional like myself that has the experience, the education, the ethics, and the connections to help them find the appropriate types of treatment that they need. So it's really, I'm a hope dealer is what I am.
So let me, okay, I'm glad you brought this up because I always wondered if you have somebody, a family member, and you know they have a problem, but you're not sure, right? Confronting them could be kind of dangerous because people sort of tend to have this defense mechanism. What do you mean you think I have a problem? So do someone call you to evaluate and then have a conversation? Is that the way it works?
Absolutely. I also, very often I tell people, instead of coming at somebody in an accusatory fashion, maybe just ask them if everything is going okay. If there's something, if you're sensing that something is going on with someone,
right.
Rather than telling them or labeling them as an addict or someone with a problem, maybe just ask them, are you struggling? Is there anything you need help with? That's often the first opening or the first line. If they come back at you and say, everything is fine, nothing is wrong, then the family will usually get in touch with someone like me to come in and do a little bit digger deeping and find out, what's going on.
And that's your specialty. You go in there and you evaluate and you tell people what you see. The only reason I say that is because I knew somebody in my life in the past who I thought had a problem. And the way they fixed this whole thing of people asking is he started to ask us. He switched it, taking the shine off of him and saying, I think there's something wrong. You want to talk? And he was the one that had the issue, but it was brilliant. Because
Freddie, there's nothing more baffling and cunning than the disease of addiction, and it will turn people into liars, into manipulators. They're just trying to survive, and it's real difficult for them. So yeah,
mostly because of denial.
And Maite, what do you do with this team?
Oh, yeah. Well, I've done business development for a little bit over 7 years now. I'm a certified recovery support specialist. What that means is I'm a person in long-term recovery. And I haven't had any drugs or alcohol in 8 years. So I'm happy about that.
Well, congratulations.
I get to live a life of recovery.
Right. Congratulations. And sometimes people will say that the best way of getting help are those that have walked the walk.
That's right.
It changes your whole perspective because no matter what, I have never walked that walk, thank God. No matter how much I want to help, it's not the same. No matter, because you can actually feel what's going on and how people think, and you're like 2 or 3 steps ahead of what they're going to go through, you've already been through.
Well, I also have a little bit of a different perspective on that.
Okay.
I think that you don't need your heart surgeon to have been through heart surgery in order to know that he's a good heart surgeon. And this is a very similar thing.
Well, I'm going to tell you something.
A good professional, educated, with empathy, strong love, heart, I think they do a good job,
getting
too.
back to your example, if my heart surgeon's going to work on me and he's had it, I'm going to feel a whole lot better. I got to tell you, I had a funny story about that because I think that if I am going to put my trust, and remember, you're coming from a background where you have to admit you have a problem. Isn't it the hardest part of this whole thing?
Yeah.
That's right.
Absolutely. Step one.
So, and again, however you get there is fine. At least you have a support system, which I when I met you ladies on Friday, we had a ball. You guys are from New York. We talked about coffee. We talked about all sorts of stuff.
And that really is
In
the most
Brooklyn.
important part, is the support system that someone receives, not necessarily on the front end to get them into treatment and to get help. That you need to have someone who's educated, coordinated, really has the good resources, because that's more of an assessment and matchmaking job.
Right.
But it's the after part that you're talking about.
Right.
A person can't stay sober without community, without support from their other friends and people that have gone through it. So I think that's where the community really plays a strong
Well,
part.
it's really a lot of pressure going on right now in our society. From young
Absolutely.
kids up to, and there's a lot of drinking, a lot of drugging.
Absolutely.
And, this is Florida.
The more
We're
anxiety,
in the middle of an
the more-
opioid, crisis. It's more than a crisis. It's a pandemic. I mean, it's worldwide. We have here in the United States 192 dying per day. Those are the latest stats. That's not even adding. It would double or even quadruple if we had alcohol and other drugs.
And they told me that this epidemic is not today. This has been going out since back then, but now is what we're shining a light on it.
Right.
And people dying. Somebody had to die that was a somebody. And so we got to do something. But this has been going on for years.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
think social media plays a big part too,
Yes.
because now we're
Now-
aware immediately, and that happens so often when someone who's in the public eye, who's famous, a musician, artist, actor, it raises the awareness. And really the whole goal is to erase the shame and stigma that's attached. These normal people have problems and fall victim to addiction.
True that.
Always. All right, let's take a quick commercial break. Give
We're
us
going
a
to do a
call.
song or take a break?
When we come
We
back,
come back?
we'll do her music.
Okay.
888-565-1470, because I want everyone to be able to hear the beautiful
the
music
list?
that she has.
You got the list?
Stay tuned, and we will be right back.
At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or carmencarelaser.com.
vCard Global is the world's smartest business card that virtually allows a person or business to digitally share all of their information. With a vCard, sharing information is one simple click away. No need to open emails, websites, or social media. Updating information is easy and instant. vCard Global is the ultimate marketing tool, transforming the way we connect, communicate, and collaborate to grow your business. Text JENNG to 80800. Revolutionize your business card. For information, contact Jennifer. Text JENNG to 80800 for your free digital business card today.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Dawn and Freddie S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll free. Come on in for a cup of coffee or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. Don't forget, sharing is caring, and to like this video, let's reopen the cafe doors now. Back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Forgive me if I'm distant. I'm trying to let go, but I'm holding on. I'm holding on. I'm torn between illusions and mind. We'll be alone tonight. Alone tonight. But I can't hide anymore. But I can hide to my soul. I was hoping for an angel to come with the sunrise, to come and hold me and to protect me, so I won't feel so lonely. If you show me you love me, all I want you to hold me and never let go. Surprise me with one moment of pleasure, and you hold me tight forever and ever. Take me to forbidden places, make me yours. Distract me with your innocent smile, like a child. You corrupt my heart and your mind with only one moment of pleasure, and you hold me tight forever and ever. Take me to forbidden places, make me yours, make me yours. Make me yours. Make me yours. Make me yours. Make me yours.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
That's very nice. Did you sing that after you broke up, or when you were dating somebody?
I can't
It was
imagine someone
long
broke up with her.
Coming, and it was something that I had to. Sometimes it's hard for me to express through words or through conversation. So easier for me to just express my feelings through music. And the breakup, like we discussed before, yes, it was in between. It was about to break up. I knew it's coming, and then I wrote it.
You have an amazing touch. You know, your music is inspirational, but it's the way you deliver it. Have you ever played in a big stadium or in front of large crowds?
Yes, I did. It was amazing.
And where did you play?
Well, I started in Israel when I was singing with bands and a choir since I was maybe 15, 16. We were traveling everywhere. It was a big, it called Ihala Tarbut. It's a big stadium in Tel Aviv. And also performed in a cutting room in New York and a few other underground places.
I tell you, you are an inspiration. I'm so happy that you agreed to come and sing for us.
She said she'll come every day.
You're here. I'll put a bedroom or bathroom something in the back to stay all day because you have touch.
Thank you.
You know, and I've talked to my son 1,000 times about having touch and hitting that note. And I'm gonna tell you, you are the best kept secret in Florida.
Do you do gigs on the outside as well?
Yes.
Well, we got to take her on the road.
I know. Yeah. What are you doing tomorrow? Oh, I think she's coming with us tomorrow.
She's coming with us. Are we doing the party bus tomorrow?
I can come tomorrow.
Yes,
tomorrow,
you come
Dylan.
with
Are
us.
we on location tomorrow, Dylan?
Dylan, are you're in charge of tomorrow? You know.
Yeah.
It's your crew. What do you mean, yeah. Huh? Are we doing this tomorrow?
All right.
That
bring
computer
your-
is set up, by the way.
Button your jackets, Batman, because we're going to be outside tomorrow. We're
All
going
that
to
is
be
set
at the Lakeside Anchor Inn in Lantana live on location. We've got Lorna Day coming with the Fook Book. We've got JoJo coming. I don't know who else is coming. I
Ladies,
think
you're more than invited if you want to come.
tomorrow we're on location at an amazing restaurant. It's a little tiki hut on the water, so it might be a little cool. We'll be outside, but
It's called the
under
Igloo.
the tiki hut. We're live tomorrow from 12 to 2 on location at the Lakeside Anchor Inn. Aline, you're going to be joining us?
Yes.
We'll bring you a coat because it's right on the water.
I just came from New York. I'll take 60.
Really?
Winter in Florida.
And she was born in Uzbekistan, so she's probably used to the
Uzbekistan
cold.
has 4 seasons, has winter, but
I heard they have 4 sheep and they were roasted them. That's the stuff they put on Twitch.
There you go. They've been cutting Freddie up on Twitch, so I guess he's having a good time.
Listen, this part of the show is sponsored by
One Mean
Bean. Get your hemp on because milk is for babies. Go to
Go to onemeanbean.com. You can also find them at CBD Hemp Meds.
and we got to get his number. I heard he changed his website and everything.
All right, so we'll check that out as well. And as we're talking about recovery and addiction, I know people are probably saying, how can we say this section is sponsored by hemp? But hemp does not have the THC in it. And, you know, it's something that I'm so not familiar with because in addiction, clean means clean. Clean means,
Right.
right? We're not going to say, all right, we're going to try hemp or CBD. But that is in the world of addiction and recovery. And not everyone is, right? Karen works
That's
with
right.
it, but she's not in recovery. So it's a whole different situation.
Well, let's talk a little bit
Trying to
about
be sensitive. And if I'm saying it wrong, please just correct us in our verbiage.
But let's talk a little bit about that because people that go in for programming and to get detox and the whole 9 yards, I mean, what got them there sometimes is pain, right? I mean, you look at Prince,
Right.
you look at Michael Jackson, you look at different, I'm using big names because that's what everybody's going to relate to. And they had a lot of pain in their life. And they're looking
Physical
to
pain
overcome.
or emotional pain?
Right.
It could have been one or the other, or led to the other. You can't ask them because they're not around anymore. Whitney Houston, a lot of pain. I mean, these are famous artists that they could not get, that you couldn't reach them. So my question here is that CBD helps me with neuropathy. And I'm saying it for me. I'm not saying it for you. I'm not selling it to you for that reason. I'm saying it for me. Just like if you go cold in your 30 years, 8 years, you know, congratulations, you get that medal, the whole 9. Follow the 12 steps, that whole thing. So if you're able to do that, it's a good thing, yes?
Right.
So if I give you a white pill that is nothing but a placebo sugar and you're thinking that it works for you, is that a good thing or a bad thing in terms of addiction?
Why
See,
would
there
you
is-
need a pill?
Well,
Why would-
because
It's a confusing question.
Yeah.
Are you
Well,
are you
so-
asking
I
if
just-
CBD is a good option for pain relief for people that
let's
have
start-
addiction?
Let's start there.
That's what we're in the midst of studying right now.
Okay.
And from all the medical and scientific information that we found, CBD does not contain any of the psychoactive properties or what we call like the drug properties. It is for healing, as hemp is probably our strongest material for rope. So I think that we're in the early stages now with
Okay.
all of the legalization of marijuana, both medicinally and recreationally. And I think that CBD is going to be a big player in the future.
Now, I saw a report where the Army is using the drug in the date rape, whatever that pill is.
Rohypnol?
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. One of,
They're
yeah.
using
Yeah.
it for what is it?
PTSD.
PTSD. And they've come up that it actually removes the psychosis to that.
Oh, no, that's
particular-
ecstasy, MDMA.
There you go.
That's what
Right.
they're experimenting with that.
They're experimenting with that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. I don't make this stuff up. The one things I make it up. Now, my question to you is: the cure better than the sickness?
Cure for.
In other words, if they go down that path and they're using
Well, not everyone becomes an addict.
No,
So
no, I
you
understand.
have your
Control.
use, abuse, and addiction. Your
Okay.
3 stages, basically. So if someone is using it, for example, for neuropathy, and they're using CBD oil, there isn't a risk that they're going to become addicted to the CBD oil. It's being used as a medication.
Correct.
In terms of the new studies that are being done, I mean, we've had, Timothy Leary and the LSD years,
Yeah,
these
yeah.
experiments. There's a lot of scientific data that hasn't been collected or is in the process of being collected because of the social stigmas attached to drug use and drug abuse. And so there are medicinal uses for just about every kind of thing that we've created or that God has given us on the planet. We just have to figure out
like medical
what
marijuana,
works. Right?
And we've had all sorts of people on here. They've come and they're selling their products. You got a guy who has a truck, and he does a blood work on you before he recommends anything. And there are, from my understanding, 32 different strands of medical marijuana. Now, I happen to know someone that does it, and there is no how many times a day, and he's taking it 9-10 times a day, but it makes him high. So I had a problem with that, because are you driving? Yes. I said, this is a problem. The reason I'm even bringing this up is because sometimes I find that the cure is worse than the disease.
But there's a fine line, I think, between pain and using, and not everyone becomes addicted, right? There are people that, we're not saying don't ever use, because people need substances sometimes for pain, and they can control it.
Okay.
Versus addiction and recovery, what is the fine line that you say, all right, you're addicted and you really need some intervention versus, all right, I'm functioning on this, it helps my pain and I can continue?
Well, what happens is that sometimes you'll have misuse. So you may receive a prescription for 30 pills, and all of a sudden you start doing more than prescribed. You're misusing the prescription or the medical marijuana that's being prescribed on a daily basis.
Right.
So that's misuse that can lead into addiction very easily.
And you're doing it.
Do you agree, Karen?
Absolutely. A lot has to do with personal responsibility as well. If you're in that much pain that you need to be, I'll call it hitting your medicine 7 or 8 times a day, then personal responsibility is not to get behind the wheel of your car and drive, because your perceptions are different.
Okay.
And I think that's a big problem in the world today, is the personal responsibility factor. A lot of people claim that they're in pain for longer than they are because they have become addicted to the cure, so to speak.
Yeah.
But that's not always the case. It's an individualized basis, and that's where what I do comes in so important. It's assessing, is this person truly in pain? Because, for example, if you're going through cancer treatment and you can't eat, you can't sleep, your life is completely disrupted, and it's simple as smoking a little bit of marijuana every couple of hours to keep an appetite, and the doctor's supervising you. That's a whole different ball game than the kid who's going down to the corner to, grab a dime bag and get high behind the school.
Well, then let's switch things up a little bit. Let's talk about booze, about alcoholism. And from my understanding, alcohol depresses you, right? It sort of brings you down. And people that have high anxiety sort of find comfort in bringing that whole substance stuff down. But the next thing you do, one drink turns to 10, it turns to 20.
Right.
And then you become Superman, and you think you can drive a car while intoxicated in the whole 9 yards.
Right.
Again, responsibility from oneself, which leads us from that book. I know you're not going to be happy about that. How much of this stuff is us, the individual, taking responsibility and being honest?
No, I think we have to take responsibility for our actions, because there are actions. But there are times that
you have choices.
You've got choices, but in the case of addiction, I don't think we choose to become an addict.
No, you're in constant denial.
Right.
Right, it's not something that says, I'm going to become an addict, and I'm just going to keep doing it, unless you're really trying to end your life, and that's a different story.
But stop right there.
Okay.
The judgment of choice, does it start when you go into getting help? Does it start 5 years ago before things went sideways on you? When does it start? When can we put our finger and say, okay, you're headed down the wrong path, we got to stop now? Because most people already that are into getting cleaned up already have gone down this bad road, no?
Right. Well, most people feel the pain from their addiction. It affects their families, their friends, their jobs, every aspect of their life. And when they hit that bottom, affecting every aspect of their life, then they'll seek the help. No pain, no gain.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Like your previous show, sometimes you got to feel the pain. All right? You got to feel that isolation, that anxiety, that whirlwind that the addiction brings into every part.
Before you can pull yourself back up.
Right, and that's your choice to get well.
Yes.
Sometimes you don't have a choice.
And I would say that you don't really make the choice at that point.
Right.
That critical point, what we call the hitting bottom.
Right.
Is often
when you're called
the
in.
catalyst, right? However, you don't have to get to that point.
Right.
I think that what you were asking, Freddie, is how did all this kind of start? And I think it does kind of come back to that personal responsibility, that self-love. If you're feeling good about yourself, you're not going to put yourself in a situation where you're going to jeopardize your life or your future or your love or your job or anything like that.
Sure.
So I think that what happens is, if we look at just society in general, people right now with the mental health component, they're so depressed, they're so anxious, they're stressed out, they don't know which way to turn, and so people are looking for relief, escape, getting out of that pain, getting out of themselves. So people use for different reasons, but I think that seems to be a very common thread now, and I don't know if you guys will agree.
Disconnect, you know,
Right.
my son is growing up and, you know, he's a millennial, and he sees the disconnect, you know, everything is in social media, there's no interactions, not the times that I grew up with, when there was no cell phones, and those were different times, and whereas you were carrying conversations, you were having something, nowadays there's a complete disconnect, and it ties right into there's emotional pain,
Right.
and there's a lot of trauma that is not being spoken of. It's still being swept under the rug, and this is where we don't know what came first: mental health,
accountability,
and addiction.
Accountability is a big one of what
Yes.
you're talking about.
Well, and I think peer pressure on social media
But
becomes a
before
whole
we
other
go
issue.
to that, I think accountability, you have to be accountable for peer pressure and everything else, no? Or not. Do you
You
give
know what
into peer
happened?
pressure?
Something's happened where there's been a shift culturally where we get our self-esteem based on not what we do, but more on what other people are doing and how we compare ourselves to that.
Yep.
So if you see all your friends out having a great time, they're doing this, they're doing on vacation, and you're having a hard time paying your bills, your first instinct, instead of digging deep, taking that accountability and saying, okay, I got to go get mine and do my thing, what's happening is that people are retreating into depression and anxiety. And that, I think, is really the catalyst for what seems to be going on nowadays,
Agreed.
where, you know,
And
people
I-
just
and
aren't
I-
coming together as a community.
I love the fact that you brought up that you have choice, and if you love yourself, that's a good beginning. And that's one of the reasons that I love bringing millennials in here and interns and everybody else. And, you know, if they got issues, bring them on.
Right.
Because, you know something, this is like a giant test of world family here.
Yeah.
And everybody's looking, everybody has problems.
Right.
Everybody. You
But
have
there's
to
always
be
a solution, and it doesn't mean you have to hurt yourself.
No, but you know, a simple solution, like you said before, was finding your passion. Because what I do with people when I see them in that state of constant depression and anxiety is say, well, okay, you have to earn a living, you have to do this, that, and the other thing, right? What do you love? What would bring you joy every day? And I don't think that people focus on that enough because they're busy chasing the dollar.
Paying the bills.
Right?
Or trying to accommodate others.
Also.
I mean,
live up
that's
to
the-
expectations
Oh my God,
they
this
have
is-
on themselves
it
or
drives
others.
me
Right.
nuts.
We talked about that Friday night on another show. We need to go to commercial break, but
where are we going?
But do we live to even try to appease our parents, even as adults? And you
Right.
went, yeah, that
I
resonates
raised
with
my
me. And here
hand.
you are as a grown man with your own
didn't smoke
business.
cigarettes in front of my mother. May she rest in peace.
Give us a call, 888-565-1470. We'll be right back.
Good.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies, including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's AMP, the number 2.tv. or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, or just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866-224-5422. What is Debersize? With over 25 years of personal training experience and workout techniques, Deb Varsalone invites you to Debersize. Debersize comes to you from the privacy of your own home or group training facility. Debersize can meet your individual fitness needs, offering one-on-one, non-impact resistance training, post-surgical strengthening, to higher-level boot camp and weight training. Debersize will meet your personal fitness goals at any age. Contact Deb at 561-307-9283. Schedule an initial consultation and get ready for a stronger, healthier you. 561-307-9283.
Do you want to enhance your love life with flowers? Rejuvenate love, life, health with flowers from Blossom Moments? Weekly deliveries to your home, your business, hospital, or even senior centers. Give us a call at 561-951-6343. Blossom Moments could also coordinate your wedding or event. Contact Blossom Moments at bmgevents.net. For all of your floral event needs, large or small, call Blossom Moments. 561-951-6343. And we look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Dawn and Freddie S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll-free. Come on in for a cup of coffee or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. Don't forget, sharing is caring, and to like this video. Let's reopen the cafe doors now. Back to Dawn and Freddie S.
No more invitations, no more wrong directions. Get it on and move on. Close your eyes and imagine paradise all around you. You can run to the stars. Just hold my hand, I'll lead you right. You're never alone, I'm always behind. The music will play as much as you want. The rhythm won't stop, your heartbeat goes on until you decide whoever you are. Until you wake up, you ain't all that young, but you are who you are. You may never change, I might be around until it all ends. Let's not give it up, no more illusions, just real life. We'll find a solution. No more invitations, no more wrong directions. Get it on and move on. Close your eyes and imagine paradise all around you. You can stop it all. No more invitations, no more wrong directions. chance.
What's your favorite song?
It's a really tricky question.
I know, that's why I asked. I've been hitting 100 today, baby.
It's like asking who her favorite child is.
The favorite song that she
Yes.
wrote, or her favorite
I-
song in general?
Yeah, so I see every song that I create as like a child, like she said, and you can't really take your favorites, but even though we do have them, even though we don't want to tell about it. But I think "Make Me Yours" is one of my favorites, the one I sang before. It just has a more feel and a vibe I can relate to. But like I cannot really say which the favorite ones. I also see how people react. You know what makes me feel better. Yeah, from the 50 or 60 songs that I wrote, you have the best ones, and "Make Me Yours," I think.
You have an
one of
effect
them.
on people that way, I can tell you.
You and I, we asked her to come every day, and she said, I've got
Okay.
about 10 of my favorite songs, but you have 50 or 60, so you've had a variety.
Yes, well, I mean, the genre, I think it's really, really the same. I think the genres. But some of them are undone, some of them I'm not ready to show. So the 10 of that I have, they're ready to go.
Well, let me ask you, right? We're talking about when people get low and maybe not so down and out, but sad. Do you write music? Is that what helps you with your breakups and when you're feeling sad to express yourself through music?
Yes, I think it's a good therapy. Sometimes if I just don't perform, I just go home and just play. Sometimes sing, sometimes without singing, just play and play. Get it out of my system.
Get it out.
Yeah.
Karen, that's to what your point is. Do what you love, right? It may not be paying your bills, but if you have that side passion or that side hustle, as we say, that cleanse your soul and you can let it out. Some people do. I mean, we're at the heart of Delray Gallery, right? A lot of these people that have their art here, this is not their full-time job.
Absolutely.
This is what they do on the side, their hobby. Chelsea, I know you paint when you go home from work.
It'll be great to do it full time.
It would be great to do it full time, right? And once you get to that point where like, wow, I can really do this full time and do what I love and make that creativity happen. But I think people just need an outlet as opposed to turning to a substance.
Absolutely.
Or community. And that's where I disagreed with what he said today, because you can love yourself or you cannot love yourself. There are those people that can't find self-love yet. And so what does that mean? We leave them hanging and say community is not going to surround you if you can't find self-love. I think there are more people that don't self-love than do. So what do? We say once you self-love, then we'll help you, but in the meantime, you're on your own till you love yourself. See, I had a whole issue with that.
You do need a support system for sure.
Always.
On your own, you can still get somewhere, but without a push and without a crowd, you'll just be on your own singing in the shower.
And I think, Dawn, to your point, what you were saying makes a lot of sense, because it's very hard to support someone else if you don't have love. But the people that do have that self-love, that realize that their self-esteem doesn't have to come from doing anything other than just putting that love forward, that's where the community kind of comes in, because somebody that doesn't have self-love, I mean, that's really what we specialize in, working with people that are so down on themselves. And what we do is we surround them with love as much as they'll allow us to.
Yeah.
Right? Why don't you guys talk a little bit about what we do?
Well, absolutely. I'm also co-founder of Lambda North, a 12-step clubhouse up in Lake Worth. And I felt the need to open this place up because so many people isolate in their anxiety and addiction and whatnot. So to create a safe place where people can gather and talk and just be free to talk without judgment was very important. And I think that's where the community comes in. There wasn't really, for me, any place for the LGBT community, so I had to create it. And that's how Donna Weinberg is the CEO of Inspire Recovery. We felt the need to create a safe place for LGBTQ community, especially the transgender community, to be amongst their peers, not isolate, not feel that they're so different from everybody else, and be loved.
Tell us what about Inspired Community. I know we don't have a lot of time, Freddie. Is it a place where people live, or is it more of a center where they come and they
We have
they
a
go?
clinical center, and we have housing that they come and live.
Let's
And
get that
the-
information out before we run out of time.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah.
How do they reach you?
Inspire Recovery. My phone number, and I'm going to put it out there, is my personal phone number is 914-774-8536. You could call Inspire Recovery 561-899-6088.
And the millennials are just such in this transitional point.
It is. Do you feel that in today's world right now, that you're able to do this and it's being accepted more than, let's say, 10 years ago?
Oh, absolutely. It's being
So we're making
accepted
some
more than
progress.
10 years ago. When I came out,
Quality.
I came out in the early 70s, and still a lot of the guilt and shame and all of that happening. We were just starting to fight for our gay rights back then. And through the decades, we do take 2 steps forward, 1 step back. But, however, I think it's a lot easier for the young adults to come out today, to be who they are, and to be loved amongst their community and other communities. So, but, again, with addiction, you got to tie in the common feelings of an addict or an alcoholic. You don't feel like you're a part of. You're always on the outside looking in. You don't think that you're good enough, pretty enough, or anything enough. So to create these safe places where people go and work on those issues is really important. And that's where the we comes in.
I applaud what you're doing because
The community and as a whole, and I think that's a big part of what we do here at our studio, and that was never a goal that we set forth to say, please come forward, but it is what it has grown to be with all of our producers and so many millennials. Is we hope everyone feels that there's a safe place here. We say what happens in the gallery stays in the gallery, whether it's tears or happiness, because we want everyone to feel they have a place without judgment. All ready?
Yep.
Miss Singer, Eileen, how do we find your music?
How do we find your music, real quick?
You can find it in www.aleenleave.com, Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes, Amazon. Just Google my name, you'll find it everywhere.
And
You'll
if not,
find her
come on
everywhere.
down. We'll introduce you to her and hire her for your next gig.
She's going to be with us tomorrow. We're going to be at Lakeside Anchor Inn in Lantana. So come on down, bring your parka, as Freddie calls it, a parker. I don't know what he calls it.
It's a parka.
It's going to be a little bit cold, but come on down and join us. We're going to have a lot of fun on location. Thank you, ladies, so much.
Thank you
They're
for having
definitely the
us.
A-team. Have a great day, everyone. Be kind to each other. Love yourself.
And
We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place.
And don't be late.
And now here's the baby.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye. How do you get the baby so fast?
The Heart of Delray Gallery, located in the Delray Art Complex, is one of South Florida's top venues for art, culture, music, and private events. The Heart of Delray Gallery is a cutting-edge, 11,000-square-foot art exhibition showcasing local artists and artisans with the highest quality of talent and vision, highlighting South Florida's creative arts. Visit us at the Heart of Delray Gallery, 1440 North Federal Highway in Delray Beach. Come, take a tour, book your next private event or fundraiser, or join us for Art Walk the first Friday of every month from 6 to 11 p.m. For more information, give us a call at 561-278-0074.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more goodwill next time. You can follow the cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.